Good day, everybody. So today I'm making a video about network teaming, network interface teaming. I made a video earlier regarding network bonding. So bonding and teaming are different methods of accomplishing the same thing. So bonding and teaming are both used to create aggregated links. So but what is the difference between them? So for bonding is implemented entirely in the kernel. So for you to use the bonding, you need to load the bonding module in the kernel, while teaming has two components. It has the user space component and the kernel component. So the kernel component handle fast packet processing, so makes this more faster. So teaming method is newer of the two. So to use the teaming method, we need to install a package called teamd. So let's go to the terminal. So on my terminal I have this is so the operating system of this server is OS release of CentOS 7, so which is a bit for bit copy of Red Hat 7. So and I also have 3 interfaces, physical interfaces, ex300, ex300, and ex300. So I'm going to be using ex300 and ex300 for this demonstration. So we have to install the teamd. Install teamd. So actually I have this already installed on this machine, so it tells me it's already installed. So the next thing that you might need to do is to load the kernel module. So if you are loading for the first time, you can do this. So it shows that okay, I'm loading this for the first time. So and I can look at some information. So I can say do mod info on team. So if you want more details about the kernel aspect of the teaming or of the teaming or module, you can use the mod info. So the utility that we are going to use in this tutorial is the nmcli utility. So the nmcli utility is actually part of the network manager. So you can do network manager, systems, ctl, status of the network manager. Because before you can use the nmcli, the network manager must be running. So and it's running in our environment. So next, what we have to do, so before I proceed, one thing I have to show is tell you is that there are different modes of operation for the teaming interface. So one mode can be the 802.3, which basically increases the throughput of the interface. So if you have a link that has 100 Mbps and another link with 100, so if you add the two of them together, you are going to get 200. So that is the 802.3 AD. So one caveat for this is that the switch that you are connected to must also support this protocol. So another mode is the load balancing mode, whereby you have the packets being shared. Maybe round robin. There are different algorithms for load balancing. So you might want to check that out if you want to use that. And the last but not the least is the backup, the active backup, and this is what we are going to use. This is that, for example, if you have two links, one link is active, and if that link fails, the other link automatically picks up the traffic. So let's go to the terminal. So I do nmcli connection show. So I have only one active connection on this system, so I want to add a new connection. I say nmcli connection add. So if I press the tab key is going to give me options of what I can do, and I'm getting this help because I installed the bash completion utility. So I will suggest that you install that utility tool. It will help you for auto completion. So I want to add a connection. So one thing I have to specify is the con name. So the connection name. So what is the name? I'm going to give it the name of Team 0. So next, what do we want to specify? We can specify the interface, the IF name, the interface name that I want to use. So also this is not in existence, so it can be any name, or I'm using Team 0 as well. Next, what do we need to specify? We need to specify the type. So this is actually, the type is actually like the most important property that you want to specify here. So if I press the tab key, you see there are different properties, different types of connection. But the connection that we want is the theme. That is what we want for this connection. So what can we specify next? So if I press my enter key again, you see a lot of options. So let me clear the screen a little bit so that we have more space. The command can get a little bit long. So I made a video earlier about the use of nmcli, so you might want to check that out also. If you are not familiar with this command, it's a very useful command to do a lot of things. So what I will want to specify next, like I mentioned earlier, that there are different modes of operation, and the mode we are using is the active backup. So we have to specify that in the config. So for the theme, the config is actually like a JSON. It's a JSON file specification. You can actually load this from a file, or you can input it directly here. So I'm going to be putting it directly. You have to specify the runner, colon, the curly brace again. We have to specify the name. So the name is the name of the mode. So in this case, we want to use the active backup. So that is so we have this. So at this stage I can actually press enter. So it says the connection is successfully added. So if I do connection show again, the connection is added but it is not active. So that is because we still need to specify more. We need to specify more properties. So one of the properties that we need to specify, so now we have to modify this connection. So nmcli connection modify. The connection that I want to modify is the team 0. So what do we want to specify here? One thing that we might want to specify is the IPv4 address. So the IPv4 address, we can give it, in my case I'm going to give it 168 2 dot let's say 150/24. I'm going to specify the gateway. So the gateway in this case is 168.2.1. So I'm going to specify also the DNS. I'm going to use the Google DNS also. So another very important property that we need to specify is the method. The method is, do we want this interface to be configured via GCP or statically? So here we want static, we don't want GCP. Another thing that we might want to specify is the auto connect. What is called the auto connect? Let me clear the screen a little bit so that we get clearer picture. So auto connect means, do we want to activate this interface automatically or not? So in this case, yes, we want to activate it automatically. So I press yes. So I do nmcli connection show again. So now the team 0 is still not active. So the next thing we need to do is to add the links, the links that are actually going to be handling the traffic. In this case, we are using ETH1 and ETH2. So we have to add ETH1 and ETH2 as our team slaves. So we do connection add again. The type, like I said, the type is like the most important thing in these commands. The type here now is going to be team slave, and the interface we are adding is ETH1, and the master. Another thing that we need to specify is the master. Like who is going to be the master of this slave is team 0 in this case. So it says it's successfully added. Similarly, we had for ETH2. So clear the screen, nmcli connection show. So the more you get comfortable with this nmcli, the easier it gets, and it might look intimidating at first, but once you start using it, it's gonna be, you find it very easy to use. So so our interface is still not up. So what we can do nmcli down. So connection down, semicolon, nmcli connection up. So what we are doing here is that we are trying to bring down and bring up this interface. So we did that, and we got an error. It failed to activate the connection. Why? So this error is not because of misconfiguration. It's actually because there's a package we need to install that we don't have installed, which is the network manager plugin for team. So we have to search for this this package. You can use yum search team. So it's going to give us a list of packages that have team. So we can see there's a particular package that I came up with. Actually, the first one is a network manager -team. So this is a team device plugin for network manager. So, and that is exactly what we need. Well, let me clear the screen. Yum install. And get it installed. It is installed. So we are going to run the nmcli down and up command again. Okay, yes, again, we failed again. Why? Because after installing the plugin, we needed to restart the network manager. We started. Let's do it again, and we are successful this time around. So nmcli connection show. So it shows that our connection is active. So let's look at IP address show team 0. So it has an IP address. Let's try to ping it. 168.2.150, and we are successful responding. So we have successfully created a team interface. So let me show you where. So everything that we did is actually stored in the network script. So let's go to the RHCE config network script directory. We do an ls. So in this directory we see ifcfg team 0, we see team slave eth1, team slave eth2. So let's take a look at team 0 first. So we see all our configuration was actually stored in a file. So for example, the device name, the protocol, the specified static, so which is none, or the team config, which is active backup, or the device type on boots, the name, the IP addresses, gateway, and the DNS. So let's take a look at the slave config. So once again, it tells us this is a slave, and it points to the master. So, and similarly for eth2. So basically, essentially, this is what it takes to create a team network based on the TeamD package. Essentially, I will put the most important commands in the description section, or you can practice it. So this is important for. It might be important for your data center environment. It might also be important for the RHCE exam. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can subscribe to get some other videos regarding various aspects of information technology, ranging from Linux to cloud environment, Python development, Golang development. So this is all these videos are going to be coming up on this channel. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.